Hi guys, Swansea City here, back again for another video, and today it's another match preview. These previews are flying by, the games are coming quick and fast now, and Swansea City have got their first home game of the season, and it's against Birmingham City. First Birmingham twice last season, we won both times. We beat them at home 3-0 in August, and then we beat them after lockdown 3-1 away from home. That was a big game away from home actually. Birmingham took the lead early on, so we showed good character to get back in that game, and under Pep plotted as well. They weren't doing the best, but they're brought in Kranker, and so far he's doing a really good job. I know it's early to call on Aita Kranker, saying he's been a good job. It's quite a bold decision by me to say that, but Aita Kranker's a really good manager. He's done it at Nottingham Forest, Middlesbrough in the Prem, he did alright there. He's brought in some good players as well, such as Scott Hogan again, Neil Etheridge is a decent keeper at Championship level, George Friend, Adam Clayton from Middlesbrough, who we worked with before. So Birmingham have a very, very strong squad, and this year they could get into the playoffs. It's going to be a big risk, or they've got to be consistent. But last weekend they beat Brentford 1-0, who were the playoff finalists, so it's a really good result for Birmingham. I did watch that game actually. I thought they were really good defensively. I know Brentford the bar once or twice in the game, but I thought Birmingham controlled it for large spells. In midfield, I was really impressed with them defensively. Like I was saying, George Friend, I think he's 33, he's actually playing centre half, and he did really good. They played a youngster goalkeeper who made his debut. He kept a clean sheet. So there's a lot of competition for Birmingham. Who plays in goal? Will be Etheridge, or will it be their keeper who played last week? Will Scott Hogan come in for Lucas Jukovic? Will they play a two up front? So there's a lot of systems Birmingham can play, and you know, I'm really impressed with Birmingham's style, their manager, and I think they could do some really good business. Obviously losing Jude Bellingham in the summer was a big blow, and you know, defensively they've got some good options, like I say, and Pedersen's one of the best left backs in the league. Maxim Collins always good, Dan Crowley's really good creatively, Jukovic always scores 10 plus goals, Hogan as well. So Birmingham, I think the only little addition they probably need is maybe another winger to help out Jeremy Bell, who's a very, very good player by the way. So Birmingham will not be an easy test, and I'm really looking forward to the game. It should be a very good tactical game. I don't think there'll be many goals in it, but I think this game will be harder than last weekend's game. Like I was saying, Scott Hogan's rejoined on a permanent basis. He scored 7 goals in 16 starts last season, which is a very good record. Just over 1 goal every 2 games, so Scott Hogan's done very well there. I was saying Jukovic scores a lot of goals. Defensively, they don't concede many. Well, they've not conceded many this season, but there's only been 1 game. But yeah, I think Birmingham will have a good season. But let's get into the Swans. We had a solid victory away to Preston North End last week. There was a very tough game on paper, but Preston didn't really turn up. They didn't have Daniel Johnson, didn't have Declan Rudd, so they were missing a few of their first team players, and you can see why Preston struggled for goals creatively. There wasn't much creative spark. But saying that, they had 4 shots on target. We only had 1 shot on target, and the only shot we had on target was actually the goal. So we didn't create much last week. We were just sitting back and hitting them on the counter, which, you know, I don't really mind as long as we win the game, and we did win the game. It was a Morgan Gibbs-White finish, which was a great ball from Andreu on the halfway line towards Jake Bidwell, who plays her across goal, and Gibbs-White could not miss. Always good to see a player scoring his debut and win the game, so it was really good to Morgan Gibbs-White. Bidwell was absolutely brilliant last weekend, so hopefully he silenced his haters. AO again was really good. The only little, you know, slight downfall is probably the lack of possession we had and the lack of chances we actually created, but it doesn't really matter as long as we win. But I do want to see us create a lot more chances, especially because we're home this week. Only absentee for Swansea City this week is George Byers, still recovering from the injury he picked up during lockdown. I think it was during lockdown anyway. But the likes of Jordan Garrick, who've not featured a lot recently, he is fit. Everyone else is fit as well. Obviously, no new signings really, no new departures either. I think it got confirmed the other day that Dice actually has left the club, but I'm not going to do like a video on that because we knew that a while back. So best luck to Nathan Dyer, but he's still training with us. So fingers crossed he can get a good move. I think Dyer will probably move to like a League 1 level, maybe like a Charlton or something like that. Fleetwood potentially, I don't know. But I think League 1 is probably Nathan Dyer's level now. But wherever he goes, I think he will do a brilliant job. So I've actually got a Birmingham fan on, James from Birmingham Fan TV. Always get these guys on, brilliant, brilliant. I also had him on my Championship predictions video, and I had him on last season's previews as well. So make sure you go subscribe to Birmingham Fan TV. Great content over there, and if you are a Birmingham or a non-Birmingham fan, but you like seeing what they're going to say ahead of this weekend, make sure you go and check them out. And here's what James got to say about Birmingham's chances this weekend.
Hey guys, yes, it is James back from Birmingham Fan TV again. I'm back sooner than I thought I would be. But yeah, thank you very much for Reese for having me on again. Yeah, so it's Birmingham versus Swansea on Saturday, and 2 teams that both off the back of a win on the opening day of the season. From a Birmingham perspective, it was a very pleasant but unexpected win to beat last season's playoff finalist Brentford. It was a well-deserved win as well, very organised, very committed performance, really resolute, and looked dangerous when we went forward. We've added a couple of additions since that game. Neil Etheridge has come in, and I'm expected to play in goal for this one, so obviously a really good capture from your rival. Hogan comes back after his blistering form last season. He has returned on a 4-year deal. So Blues will be going into this one confident. I would be happy with a point if I'm going to be ruthlessly honest. We know how good Swansea are on their day. Can take a team apart very easily. So in terms of a score prediction, I'm going to go with a 1-1, and that's me trying to be positive. I know how good they've got. Some really talented players. Swansea play a great philosophy of football, always stick to it, and can be very hard to play against, and at times can be very resolute as well. So yeah, looking forward to this one, and hopefully we can come out with a good result.
Thank you, James, for coming on, pal. Really appreciate that. Hopefully I'll be speaking to you soon at the away game. So 3 people got their score prediction right against Preston North End. Congratulations to Homer Simpson, Corey Hansford, and especially Wilf Boney. Wilf Boney said 1-0 as usual, and he did get the scorer right. I think that's the first ever time someone's predicted the right scorer and the right score. So big shout out to Wilf Boney. Absolute legend, getting Morgan Gibbs right on 1-0, so congratulations to you, pal. So what lineup would I go for? I'm going to go for an unchanged team, so it's going to be Freddie Woodman in goal, back five of Connor Roberts, Joe Rodon, Ben Cabango, Mark Geehee and Jake Bidwell, midfield three then are Matt Grimes, Morgan Gibbs White and Corey Smith, and up front Jamal Lowe and Andre. You can't really change a winning team. I don't think there's anyone on the bench who really warrants to start. Maybe Jan Danda, but then Morgan Gibbs White scored last week. You cannot change the defence. We've got the likes of Carl Norton who can't even get into the team at the moment, but you can't change this defence. It's working really well. Like I was saying, don't think there'll be a lot of goals in this. I think it'll be a tight game. I think there'll only be a few chances. I think Etheridge will start. Obviously, he's signed from Cardiff. And I'm going to go for the same score as Neil Etheridge played the Liberty last year. I'm going to go 1-0 Swansea, and I'm going to go for Andre Ayew. Like Neil Etheridge's last game in the Liberty Stadium, I'm going to go for a 1-0 Swans, and fingers crossed that's correct. So I go 1-0 Andre Ayew with a goal. Make sure you put your comments down below of your score prediction and scorer, and if you do get it right, you'll be on the Wycombe Wanderers preview next Friday. So thanks guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me know your score predictions, let me know what your thoughts and feelings are ahead of this game. Like I was saying, I think it'll be a really, really tough game this, and Birmingham are a good side. It's a shame that the EFL have not picked Swansea v Birmingham to be one of these pilot tests or whatever, but it's unfortunate. But there will be a watch along tomorrow, 10-3, Swansea City v Birmingham City watch along. So if you are a neutral fan, Birmingham fan, Swansea fan, you are welcome to come on my channel and speak about the game. So I will have it on. I'll try to give my best coverage of the game for the people who can't watch it. If you're watching, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the watch along tomorrow, 10-3. Make sure you subscribe, and on the road to 3K. See you guys tomorrow. Come on, the Swans.
I need a one more chance. Oh, baby, let me show you. I need a one more chance. Oh.